My shoes are a pound each, so subtract those 2 pounds and I'm gonna weight up 177. And at 177 pounds, I've managed to get my bench press to 295 for a fairly easy rep. And this is week 1 of me getting my bench press numbers up. I'm going to show you the steps I took to get my bench press to where it is now, which will include the workout schedule for bench press variations, and accessory movements to make the bench press stronger. And in order to prevent accidents like this from happening to me, I'm going to bench on the safety bars, since in this video I'm benching without a spider, so if I do fail like this here, I can rest it back on the bars, move it out my way while still having the bars low enough for the bench press to still touch my chest. The way I schedule this workout is I have bench press done twice a week. Bench press and squat are the 2 compound movements that I'll do twice a week, because it isn't overly taxing on your body like the deadlift is, which is best done once a week. The 2 bench press days will be structured with one of those days being a semi-heavy bench press, and the second of those 2 days being lighter with a bench press variation. The heavy chest day comes first, let's say Monday, since that is the most popular chest day, and only consists of 2 main exercises to not overexhaust myself before the light chest day. I'll give myself 2 days break and then go to the light chest day, which will be that bench press variation. And then after that's done, I'll give myself 3 days before the heavy chest day again. So for that first bench press session, which again is that heavy day, one of the best ways to increase your bench press strength is to focus on a lot of heavy volume. So for example, you pick a weight that's so heavy that you can only rep it for about 6 to 8 reps. Let's say you choose a weight you can hit 8 times. Instead of going for the full 8 reps, maxing out all your strength, leaving you so fatigued that you have to go lighter on your next set, stop about 2 reps short of hitting the 8 rep max, giving you 6 reps. This leaves you energy to hit it again for another 6 reps. And then you'll typically have enough energy to hit it for a 3rd time for another 6 reps. That's 18 reps total of that heavy bench press you did. Whereas if you hit all 8 reps the first time, you would have been too burned out to get the full 18 reps of that same weight, due to you having to go lighter and lighter on your next sets. This will make your body better adjust to handling heavy weight. If you don't choose a weight you can do 8 times, but instead choose a weight you can only do 4 times, in this instant I wouldn't stop 2 reps short, I would just stop 1 rep short to get a full 3 sets of that same weight. And generally I'd have at least once a month where I max out to test out where my strength is, which is what you see me doing here in this video. After the heavy bench press session, I usually follow this up with chest flies. I'll just keep that about 2 to 3 sets max, not to over fatigue my muscles. Now I'm going to talk about bench press variations that'll help increase your pressing power. And yes, these bench press variations are done on that second chest day of that same week. And for this will be pause rep bench press, one of the all-time best ways to increase the power of the bottom portion of your bench press when it's coming right off your chest. I would choose a weight that's a little lighter than the working sets that you did on your heavy chest day. Lower the bar to your chest and hold it there for about 1 or 2 seconds. This completely takes all the momentum out of your pressing movement, only allowing you to use your raw power to push the weight back up. After this, I move on to the next exercise, which are chest flies. I prioritize this exercise because chest flies are the best muscle building exercise for your chest muscles. Now let's talk about the accessory movements involving the second most important muscles to increasing your bench press, and that's the tricep workouts and shoulder workouts. First, looking at the triceps, I'll do my tricep workouts on the first of those 2 bench days that I talked about earlier, and it'll be directly after the heavy bench press session. For the triceps, I usually like to focus on either heavy skull crushers or close grip bench press. I'll do those first because both those workouts allow you to overload your triceps with the most amount of weight compared to other tricep exercises. And remember, the goal is to get the triceps stronger to get the bench stronger. And also, working the triceps will help to increase the power of the top portion of your bench press. Remember, we worked on the bottom portion of the bench press with pause reps, which kills the momentum to explode it off your chest. Now we're doing triceps to work on the top portion of the bench. I'll usually do tricep extensions or skull crushers for about 3 sets, and then move to close grip bench press. And with close grip bench press, I have to hold it pretty narrow because the natural grip position of my bench press is already pretty narrow as it is. Just remember to try to tuck your elbows in, keep them as close to your side as possible, and then press with your triceps, making sure not to push with your chest, but instead push with your triceps as much as you can. After the heavy tricep movements, I move on to the lighter isolation tricep workouts, usually involving tricep cable push downs on the cable machine for about 3 to 4 sets. I'll use the same strategy that I use with bench press, where I stop 1 or 2 reps short of failure, so I have enough energy to get in more volume on my sets. And I'll do this exercise with either the straight bar or the ropes. Either one works just fine for giving me that proper hypertrophy that I'm looking for in my tricep muscles. Now, the second accessory movement that increases my bench press is working shoulders, particularly dumbbell shoulder press, heavy dumbbell shoulder press. And this exercise I'll do on the second chest day of the week. I'll warm up with lightweight till I get to the heaviest set. And I'll typically have just one heavy set where I try to get one more rep than I did last week. This to ensure that I'm using progressive overload to get my shoulders strong and to avoid doing multiple sets on the shoulder muscles, which will exhaust the muscles to the point where I'm not fully recovered by the time I get to my next bench press session. So just that one heavy set does a trick. Try to get one more rep than I did last week, improving the strength of that accessory muscle to increase the bench press power. Now when you bench press, you also use your back or your lat muscles to stabilize the weight while holding it and pressing it up. So on my back days, I will make sure to work out my back hard and get it stronger as well, because that also does play a crucial role in increasing your bench press. The stronger your base is, or in other words, the stronger your back is when bench pressing, the more stable you'll be and the more power you'll have to push up when performing the exercise. These type of workouts combined with making sure that my diet is right, which includes, of course, having the right amount of protein, carbs, calories, healthy fats, along with fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables is important because I recently found out that my red blood cell count was low from being vitamin deficient in what's found in fruits and vegetables. And as soon as I corrected that by implementing more fruits and vegetables into my diet, suddenly I had more energy, I was stronger, I had a better pump in the gym, and I was able to increase my muscle mass more easily. So the point is, when I had my diet under control, my bench press numbers along with my overall strength went up. That's it for this video. I'll see you on the next one.